For today's class, you'll need 2 blocks, a blanket, and an extra mat. Starting in a pose called Baddha Konasana, use the wall of support. So bring the blanket or whatever padding you're using, maybe a towel, underneath your sit bones. Let your spine lean against the wall, pelvis and back are against the wall. Bring blocks underneath your thighs to support your hips. Soles of the feet together and feet are active. Close the eyes and deepen your breath. Your focus or your intention for today's class is to connect to the sensations you feel as you embark upon this yoga journey. Stay focused by breathing deeply and acknowledging what you feel as you work this sequence. Bring your hands onto your ribs. You can either bring them to the sides of your ribs or cross your arms over like I have here. It's a little gentler on the wrists. Moving into deeper breathing, using your hand bones to feel rib bones move with deep breath. Inhale and feel the breath spread across the width of your rib cage. Exhale and glide the shoulder blades down. Feel the belly pull in as you exhale. Notice how good it can feel to really spread the bones simply by taking deeper breaths. And bring your hands to rest on your knees or thighs and continue this really deep and quality breath for the rest of the class. Take your mat and roll it up so that it's a nice thin and tautly rolled up cylinder. Take it behind your back, so you'll need to scoot the hips a little bit away, but the mat will stay secure between your back and the wall, so still pretty close. The top of the mat needs to be in alignment with the top of your skull, so you can use one hand to trace the head back. This is a sideways view. Shoulder shrugs. Inhale, bring the shoulders straight up and straight back. Exhale, drag shoulder blades down. Inhale, broaden upper back. Exhale, squeeze middle parts of shoulder blades back against the rolled up mat and drag down. Inhale, lift up through the chest. This time bend the elbows, bring bottom tips of shoulder blades together, really squeezing around the spine. Drag down. Second round, inhale and broaden the upper back. Hold the breath, bring top tips of shoulders straight up towards the ears like earrings, then straight back, massaging neck. Exhale, drag shoulder blades down. Inhale and move shoulder blades away from each other. Exhale, squeeze middle parts of shoulder blades together, aiming to squeeze mat. Exhale, drag down. Inhale, lift up through the collarbones and chest. This time, bend elbows. Exhale, squeeze bottom tips of shoulder blades together. Activate the hands and pull your shoulder blades down. Seated side bend. Remove the rolled up mat out from behind you, and you can scoot yourself back so pelvis and spine are fully supported by wall. Bring the right hand down in alignment with the right hip, about 15 inches to the side of the right hip. Then plant the palm down, bend right elbow slightly. Inhale, reach left arm up and over, moving into a side bend. Exhale, work a relaxed neck, letting the weight of the head bring right ear down towards the right shoulder. Feel the stretch in the whole left side body. Magnify the stretch by inhaling and expanding the left side ribs. Exhale and soften in your facial muscles and jaw. The second stage, you're reaching left arm over towards the left. This is called neck release. The head is staying where it is so you can get a really long stretch in the left side neck. Inhale, lift up through the chest. Exhale, glide the left shoulder blade down your back, down the wall. Softening in the jaw, maybe even parting jaw open to further relax the neck and the head. To come out of the pose, inhale, reach through the left arm, head stays relaxed. Bring the right hand to the right side of the head. Exhale, cradle your head up. Working the other side. Left hand comes out 15 inches to the outside of the left hip, but in alignment with it. Plant the palm down. Inhale, reach right arm up and over. Inhale and balloon your breath into right side ribs. Exhale, track that breath as it moves down the right side body. Working yoga or these yoga poses for the first time can bring quite a bit of sensation. Allow yourself to feel what comes up for you. Neck release. Inhale, reach right arm over to the right, letting it hover about a foot off the floor, maybe lower. Continuing to relax left ear down towards left shoulder, allowing the weight of your head to stretch the right side of the neck. Inhale to lift up through the chest. Exhale and let the left ear come down a little more towards left shoulder. Inhale, glide the ribs up. Exhale, soften in the belly. Use the right arm to inhale and bring you upright. Bring left hand to the left side of the head. Exhale, cradle the head up. Preparing for core work. Remove the blocks. Place them to one side. I like to use a blanket underneath my back for core work. So you can use that or a beach towel underneath pelvis and low back. Interlace the hands behind the head and the neck. Knees are bent, feet are planted, but feet are active. Draw the elbows in so you can cradle your head. Inhale, lift head and shoulders up. Pause and hold a breath. Press low back down and curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist towards the left, picking left leg up. Pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press low back down and curl the tailbone up. Exhale, twist towards the right, picking right leg up and pull low belly down. Inhale to come back to center, lower the leg. Hold the breath, press the low back down and curl tailbone up so pubic bone dials in towards the low ribs. Exhale, twist towards the left, picking left leg up, pull low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath, curl tailbone. Exhale, send both elbows over towards right thigh and pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press the low back down. Curl the pelvis in towards the low ribs. Exhale, send both elbows over towards left thigh, picking left leg up. Pull low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press low back down and curl that tailbone up. Exhale, send both elbows over towards the right thigh, letting the head be heavy in your hands. Pull low belly down. Inhale, back to center. Hold the breath. Curl the tailbone up. Exhale, send both elbows over towards left thigh. Pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. You're pressing the low back down to tilt pelvis. That'll lift tailbone up just slightly. Exhale, send both elbows over towards right thigh. Pull the low belly down. Feeling transverse, low abdominals. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Curl the tailbone. Exhale, send both elbows over towards left thigh, picking up left leg. Pull low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Hold the breath. Press the low back down to help tilt pelvis up. Exhale, send both elbows over towards right thigh and pull the low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lower the head and shoulders down. Back traction, bring the hands to the front of the thighs. Inhale, spread ribs wide. Exhale, press the hands into the thighs and use this to traction the spine away from pelvis. Inhale to spread the belly muscles, spread the ribs. Exhale, press the hands into the thighs, tilt the pelvis slightly to elongate low back even more. feeling as if you're growing the spine out of the pelvis. Because it's actually what you're doing. Butterfly pose. Take the soles of the feet together, open the knees wide, and stretch the arms behind you. For these first rounds of breath, focus on connecting to the belly and the space you just created in this area by working the core work. Breathe in a way that feels good in your pelvis and in your belly. And bring your hands down onto your low belly and breathe here, using your breath to help you connect to these parts of you. Bring your hands to the outsides of the thighs. Exhale, guide the legs in together using your hand help. Curl yourself over to one side. Use the strength of your hands and arms to press yourself up. Neck stays relaxed. Once up, exhale, cradle the head up, being kind to the neck. Setting up for a little more core work, stabilization work via tabletop. So you're on your hands and knees. Knees directly underneath hips, hands directly underneath shoulders. Wrap the shoulders by broadening the upper back and engaging the armpit muscles. Lift up through the ribs to engage core. Press down through both hands. Inhale, extend right arm forward without shifting too much weight into left arm. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, bring the left arm extended forward without shifting too much weight into the right hand. So you're really engaging the core and lengthening low back. Bring the left arm down. Inhale, keep the weight neutral and extend the right arm forward. Neck is neutral with the spine. Exhale, lower right hand down. Re-engage shoulders and core, pull belly in. Inhale, extend the left arm forward without shifting too much weight into the right side body and right hand. Exhale, lower left hand down. Press down equally through both hands. Inhale, extend the right arm forward. Pull the belly in, core set those ribs in towards each other. Exhale, lower right hand down. Inhale, extend left arm forward, feeling the core engage. Exhale, lower left hand down. Dolphin prelude. Take the knees out wider to the edges of your padding, toes tuck under. Come down onto the forearms and wrap your hands around your upper arms, around the biceps. Give them a good squeeze. This will be your elbow distance. Take a look at it. And then start to walk the elbows forward so the sides of the waist elongate. Interlace the hands and start to lean back. The forearms stay lifted off the mat. The forehead relaxes down on the mat. Inhale and broaden the upper back. Exhale, lengthen your tailbone, lengthen the glutes away from the low back. Inhale and broaden in your chest. Exhale. See if you can let go of any gripping or tension in your head or neck. Feeling this stretch in the upper back, the chest, and the whole spine. Exhale, bring the forearms down. Come back onto your knees. Walk the hands in. Bring your knees in so that they're now hip-width distance. Doing a little bit of shoulder bearing today. So bring the hands back around the biceps, again to measure elbow distance. Then interlace your hands, bring them down onto the mat. Check that elbow distance. Relax the head and the neck. Let the head hang heavy. Wrap the shoulders, lift up in the upper back, securing the shoulders. Tuck toes under and play with lifting the knees up. There's no weight on the head here, so the neck actually gets to hang and get tractioned by gravity. If lifting the knees up is too much for today, play with lifting the knees up, holding for a breath, and then bringing the knees down so that you start to build endurance and strength in the shoulders. Exhale, lower the knees down, press back into child's pose, sitting onto the heels, stretching the arms forward, and letting the head rest. Breathe into the backside of your ribs, expanding and moving rib bones away from each other. Final resting pose. Walk the hands in towards you. Press yourself up to seated. Slowly make your way onto your back. You can flip your padding over to make a little pillow for your head. You can take one block underneath each knee that helps to release the low back. Final resting pose, otherwise known as Shavasana, is a pose. So set up for it with care. You can let your hands rest on your pelvis or your belly and breathe into this area. Or you can let your arms rest by your sides. Breathe deeply. Track the shifts and the changes that you've been able to make in your body in the last 20 minutes. Notice how much easier it is to get the breath into your body. Breathe in a way that feels good to you so that you feel encouraged and you actually look forward to continuing to breathe in a way that feels nourishing to your body. Slowly begin to bring some life back into your body, wiggling fingers and toes. And then start to curl yourself over onto your left side, bending the knees. And let yourself rest here. Maybe wrapping the arms around yourself, making time for your breath. When you make time for your breath, you make self-care a priority. Use your hands to press yourself up. Cradle the head up with the hand that's closest to the side of the head that needs cradling. Come to seated, bring the hands together in front of your heart. Inhale. Namaste.